Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wingcat Sports. And it's a nice Lions video. We get the week off. Lions winning the NFC North, taking the number one seed. They get the bye. Well-needed rest for some players. That's what we want. We gotta win the North, get the rest. Due to all the injuries we have, this bye is really big. You're gonna have. It seems like David Montgomery will be back for that for the game, which is good. Bad news though: Derek Barnes, Carlton Davis aren't expected to return at all this year. They have not progressed to the point they could to be back at any point this postseason, according to Dan Campbell, at least. Hutchinson also, he has said, is not going to come back, but Hutchinson says otherwise, that he'll return for a Super Bowl if we make it there. But it seems you're at least going to get Montgomery back for the divisional round against whoever you may face.
Which is the one we kind of realistically thought might be possible when he decided not to go under surgery or anything like that. He wanted to play. You could tell this guy's crazy. He's going to give everything he's got. He wants this bad. And I think that's, like I said, let him go. Let him injure himself for the rest of his life for a Super Bowl.
Other news involving injuries, it seems that the Terrion Arnold and the Zeitler injuries aren't that severe. To be seen though. If they will play in the divisional round. But basically, Arnold just has a bruise on his foot, so we'll see what happens with that. And I think it was just a pulled hamstring for Zeitler. It wasn't anything too big. I think they both will be fine to go in the divisional round. So we'll see what ends up happening with that. But overall, you're getting healthier, which is what you wanted. You knew if you could get that first round by the time the playoffs started, you would be healthier, which is what you want. Be as healthy as you could be going into it.
Right. It was like we were hoping we didn't even have to worry about the Minnesota game. But, 2 weeks is better than nothing. And, they should be ready. Certainly Montgomery, that's great news. But like I said, Reynolds did a great job filling in. Gibbs had a hell of a, few games without Montgomery.
Yes, he did. So, I mean, it makes it easy. Hopefully, we are good to go once the divisional rounds start. Whoever you may face, I mean, we have 4 options now. Usually, we'll see what happens in the playoffs. You have 4 options. I think most people would like to see. I think most people would like to see Washington. But obviously, Packers can win and beat the Eagles. You'll play the Packers no matter what else happens. If the Commanders win and the Packers lose, then you're going to play the Commanders. If both Commanders and Packers lose, then you're going to end up playing the Vikings or Rams.
Right, that would suck.
So,
I wouldn't. I don't care.
3 out of the 4
teams. Take on whoever they get.
3 out of the 4 teams you have played before.
I'd love to be Sam Darnold the third time.
3 out of teams you've played before, so you know what to expect. Washington's just a new team. I think that's why most people want to mind Washington. New team, rookie QB. Usually, rookie QBs don't play that amazing in the playoffs. But Washington's a good team. I think they can get past the first round, but I think they would have some trouble with the Lions, which is kind of why I want to play the Washington Commanders, because I think they would have some trouble.
Yeah, I mean, and plus, like I said, it's fun to see something different. I think most people are pretty impressed with what Dan Quinn's done with that team and McDaniels and stuff. Hey, they're a fun team to watch. I just think we want something different. I don't think we want to see Matt Stafford again. I don't think that.
No, I don't care about seeing Stafford again. I don't want to play a divisional opponent again. I don't care about. I want to see a new team. We want to get a new team in here.
Yeah, that's what we want.
And it'll be a fun matchup. But again, we'll see what happens this weekend overall. Who wins, who doesn't, and who we end up playing on probably Sunday. Because if we end up playing whoever wins Monday night, then they're not going to play them Saturday. So probably Sunday.
I'm assuming we have the late game.
Probably. We probably have the late game Sunday. Other news around the league before we kind of end it here, a quicker video. But some other news, coaching interviews, Dan. You have Aaron Glenn getting a very good amount of requests for head coaching interviews, along with Ben Johnson. Rumors are Ben Johnson might actually be staying, though, but every year. We don't know what's going to happen with Ben
Ben
Johnson.
Johnson likes what he's doing.
We'll see what ends up going on with Chicago, whether he goes to Chicago. Mike Vrabel's favored to go to New England. Raiders now have a head coaching opening. And the Jaguars do too. So I think Aaron Glenn will not be on the team next year. I think he'll be coaching in New Orleans. It's more or less to be seen where Ben Johnson may go.
Right.
Because I'm pretty confident saying Aaron Glenn will probably go to where he used to play.
And I think they'll stay away from the Bears. I don't think they want that.
Bears are trying to push away from Ben Johnson, actually, which is their GM doesn't want him. Good. But I mean, you will see you also have a lot of your assistants getting interviews for jobs too. So we'll see what ends up happening there if you lose some assistant coaches or not. Because Townsend has a defensive coordinator interview with the 49ers. We have some offensive assistants getting some interviews for some offensive coordinator positions. So we'll see what our coaching staff looks like going into next year. But there's a lot of movement going around, a lot of news going around with the bye week. They're getting 3 days off. Dan Campbell's giving them a few days off to kind of actually rest, which is good. You want them to get the rest. And we'll see what ends up fully happening once the playoffs start going on and where we're at health-wise. But quicker video than usual. With all that being said, if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think is going to happen throughout this week, health-wise for the Lions, where you think coordinators are going to go, who you think's going to win these games. Until next time, we'll see everybody soon.